Looking out my window, sun shining bright.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Reese the Sideliner as always. And today, I'm doing something a little new, man. We're gonna call it the quarter season awards. Basically, every team has played either 20 games or more. So that's like the 1/4 way through the season. So we coming to y'all with some quarter awards. We got MVP, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year, and Most Improved Player. We didn't do Clutch Player of the Year because it's a little bit too early to, determine who's really clutch off of just a month of basketball. So I decided not to do Clutch Player of the Year or Coach of the Year. It's just too early for that right now. But we're gonna break it down by conferences. We're gonna go Eastern Conference, MVP, Rookie of the Year, etc. And then we're gonna go Western Conference, MVP, Rookie of the Year, blah, blah, blah. Before we get into that though, I know I look a little crazy. It's early morning. I love the early morning videos before work. But yeah, if you're new around here, go ahead and subscribe to your boy, man. NBA Center channel. We got a lot of stuff coming to the channel real soon. Like I said, a few of my previous videos, I have a show that I am, I call it a show. It's more of like a podcast type thing, but it's a visual. So yeah, it's like a show, so to speak, that I have debuting this coming January. I keep saying January 6th, that's the date that I'm shooting for. But just know it's debuting in January. It's called The Sideline Perspective. That's a play on my name, The Sideliner, and I just can't wait for y'all to see it. But with that being said, bro, let's get into the video. Eastern Conference Awards. It should be, without a doubt, nobody should be questioning who I'm saying at this MVP right now, bro. Especially after last night's game. Joel Embiid, man. Joel Embiid is the MVP of the Eastern Conference through the first 20 or so games. Considerations I had Tyrese Halliburton, Giannis, Jason Tatum, but none of them are really putting on like Joel Embiid has, bro. He's played 17 games this season, 34.5 minutes a game. He's leading the league in points per game at 32 a night, 11 rebounds, a career high 6.6 assists, 1.9 blocks, and a steal a game. His shooting splits are 49.8 from the field, 31.5 from the three, and 87.8 from the free throw line, which is also a career high. So he's having a career year after winning MVP. So, that's just saying a lot. He hasn't scored less than 20 all season. And here are some of his best games, and then here are some of his worst games. We'll start off with October 29th versus Portland. He dropped 35 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists, 6 blocks, and 2 steals. Absolutely ridiculous, bro. Albeit Portland, but that was early on where people thought Portland would still be decent. November 6th versus Washington. Once again, this is one of the lesser teams. He dropped 48 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, all in 31 minutes. And then he took on the Lakers a few weeks ago, November 27th. He put up 30 points, 11 rebounds, 11 assists, a block, and a steal. He secured a triple-double in that win. Last night's game, he put up 50. I don't have the rest of the stats, but he scored 50 against the Washington Wizards. So 2 games against the Wizards this year, he's put up a total of 98 points. That's absolutely insane. And then some of his worst games will have to be opening night for the Sixers. Versus Milwaukee, put up 24 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. He had 5 fouls and 7 turnovers. And then against Boston on November 15th, he only scored 20 points, which is his season low. 9 rebounds, 7 assists on 50% from the field. Those are his only really bad games. He's had a number of games that stand out on paper. He's had a number of regular Joel Embiid games, but those are the only 2 games that I would say are, and those aren't even bad. The worst part about the Milwaukee game, other than the loss, was the 5 fouls and 7 turnovers. And then Boston, he just didn't score the ball. He couldn't put the ball in the basket. But those aren't bad games. This play, in my opinion, is definitely sustainable. We know exactly who Joel Embiid is, what he brings to the Philadelphia 76ers, and what he means to that city. So this is definitely sustainable throughout the year. Just 1.1 points less than what he scored last season, but 2.4 assists a game increase, as well as 1.1 more rebounds. you know, you just got to hope for good health throughout the season for Joel Embiid. And he could potentially repeat depending on how good the team continues to be. I thought he would request a trade after the Harden debacle and things of that nature, but he seems to be very happy where he is and he's thriving, especially next to a rising Tyrese Maxey. Eastern Conference Rookie of the Year, man. Jaime Jaquez Jr., bro. Jaime Jaquez Jr. I haven't watched a lot of Miami Heat basketball, I'm gonna be real with you, but you know, just looking at the overview of all the rookies and players that were, you know, talked about a lot during the draft and all of that time, Jaime Jaquez is one of those dudes, bro. They didn't know whether he would go, you know, lottery back into the first round, but Miami, you know, I think Miami is the perfect place for him, bro. Considerations for this award, the only other player that I thought of was Ausar Thompson, but I can't really, you know, give him a nod for this because the Pistons are just that bad, bro. That bad, bro, that I can't even. He got some considerations because, you know, he's been that good, bro, but just the team has been terrible, bro. And that's not on him. He's a rookie, obviously. But the Miami Heat are actually producing wins. So, and they're looking like a basketball team out there. So I gave it to Jaime. And he actually secured the Eastern Conference Rookie of the Month honors for November. For the season, he's averaging 12 points per game, 2.6 assists, 3.9 rebounds, and 1.1 steals in just 26 minutes. He averaged 52% from the field a game, 39% from deep. That's very impressive for a rookie, and 79% from the free throw in just 20 games played. A few of his best games would happen to be against Atlanta. November 11th, he put up 20 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and a steal. Against Chicago, November 20th, he put up 19 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals on 61% from the field. And then against Indiana, at the end of November, 24 points and assists, 5 rebounds and steal, and 61% from the field once more. So he's shooting pretty efficiently for a rookie, scoring the ball very, very well for a rookie. He's rebounding very nicely. The assists, the defense, I really like what I'm seeing from Jaime Jaquez. And like I said, the Miami Heat was like the perfect pick for him, bro. I didn't know much about him coming into the draft, just like I didn't with a lot of players, unless you're like one of the, you know, top guys. I'm not really a college guy. I'm trying to change that just a little bit, but seeing what he's been able to do in a couple games that I have watched and just, you know, catching highlights and things like that, I really like Jaime Jaquez's game, bro. And he has had a couple stinkers, bro. 10-27 against Boston, 0 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, albeit just his second game of his career. Then versus Chicago, November 18th, he's put up just 6 points, 3 rebounds. He had 4 fouls, 3 turnovers in 27 minutes. So, you know, that's that rookiness coming out of him. You know, just every night's not going to be a good night, and especially for rookies. Some nights going to be terrible nights. So that's what you saw in those 2 games. But those are really the only 2 games that he's had that are considered bad games. He started 4 out of his 20 games. And as far as rookie rankings go, bro, he's a top 10 rookie in pretty much in damn near every category. He's 5th in scoring behind Vic, Chet, Brandon Miller, and Jordan Hawkins. So very like top 3 guys in Vic, Chet, and Brandon Miller. And then Jordan Hawkins, he had to take on a role like thrown into the fire with the Pelicans very early because of just all the injuries that they've had over there. So he's been having a very, very good season, especially scoring-wise. And, I mean, Jaime's right there with them, bro, even being on the Miami Heat, who have Bam, Tyler Hero, and Jimmy Butler. So him being 5th in scoring, bro, that's not bad at all. Rebounding, he's 8th behind a few surprising names like Brandon Podziemski, Brandon Miller, and Toumani Camara. But, you know, Vic is at the top of that category, followed by Ausar Thompson, which, you know, that's one of the most impressive parts about Ausar is, like, he rebounds the hell out of the ball for a guard, small forward like Kai. And then obviously Chet and Derek Lively are there on that list as well. In assists, he's 9th in the league as far as rookies go. But Keontae George is actually leading that category with nearly 5 assists a game. Steals, he is 2nd only behind Victor Wembanyama. He's 5th in efficiency rating, 13.5. Chet actually leads that category at a 23.42. And he's 5th in field goal percentage behind Derek Lively and a few other guys. And then 5th in free throw percentage, Jordan Hawkins leads that category at a near 87% from the line. Is it sustainable? I think so, man. A clear-cut role in the team, and he's already flourishing in his opportunity. Like I said, he's a top 10 rookie in damn near every statistical category. So, in my opinion, he's the most consistent rookie in the East currently. As far as the defense go, obviously Ausar has that, but he's no slouch on the defensive end either. He's already averaging over a steal a game. He's had games where he's had 2 and 3 steals. So I really like what Jaime Jaquez is bringing to the Miami Heat, and he is my rookie of the year for the Eastern Conference thus far. Defensive player of the year, I got to go ahead and give that one to Bam Adebayo. Funny enough, Jaime's teammates, a consideration that I had for this award would be Evan Mobley, but I think Bam has been doing it at a much more consistent and effective level than Mobley has so far. 16 games played for Bam, a career high 22 points a night, 9.9 rebounds, 3.9 assists, a block, and 1.2 steals, 52% from the field, all in 33 minutes a game. Some of his best games for this season so far against the Lakers. November 6th, he put up that crazy triple-double, 22 points, 19 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 blocks, and 2 steals. They won by just 1 point in that game. Everything that he did mattered in that one. 11-8 versus Memphis, he had 30 points, 11 rebounds, 3 blocks, and a steal. Versus Atlanta a few days later, 26 points, 17 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals. And then against Charlotte a few days after that, 21 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, a block, and 3 steals. The defense has been stellar, bro. Absolutely out of this world. Obviously, that's what Bam Adebayo is really known for, is his defense. But I really like seeing it this year, bro. He's like a different monster this year after that second finals appearance, bro. You can tell he's really feeling like he's established in the league now. A couple of his worst games though. Against the Minnesota Timberwolves on October 28th, he put up 19 points, just 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 fouls, and 4 turnovers. And then against the Washington Wizards, surprisingly enough, wasn't really a bad game, but for his stand, well, I guess you kind of say it is. 18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 fouls, and 4 turnovers. Like many other players that around the league, he hasn't had many bad games. Not a lot of players do, unless you're just bad. But if you're bad like that, you're not going to get much burn. But anyway, those are his worst 2 games of the year thus far. But total steals and blocks, he has a total of 16 blocks, 19 total steals. That doesn't seem like a lot, especially when you compare him to guys like Rudy Gobert, Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren. It's really not a lot, but forcing people out of the paint, kickouts out of the paint, just a lot of his defensive work and things of that nature don't show up in the stat sheet. He's another one of those guys that he'll do the dirty work, along with securing the stats. Is it sustainable though? Yes, I think so. He embodies the Heat culture defensively, and he's already shown that he's honing in even more on the defensive end this year. He's putting the league on notice that he's actually like that. And like I said, after that second finals run, bro, he's really feeling like he's established. He's only had 3 games of his 16 without recording a steal or a block this year. So, albeit he is hurt right now, that's why he's only played 16 games out of 2021. Once he comes back, man, I feel like that's just second nature for him. The defensive end is just where he hangs his hat. 6th man of the year, I went ahead and went with Immanuel Quickley for this one. That was my pick before the season even began. Consideration for this award, Cole Anthony. He's really been hooping, especially the last couple weeks, with the Magic being on that win streak and things of that nature. But Quick has been really, really, really nice, bro. Really nice. He's had 20 games played this year, averaged 24 minutes, a career high 15 points a game, 2.9 assists, 3 rebounds on 42% from the field, 36% from the 3-point line, and 89% from the free throw. So he's really knocking down them free throws. His best games thus far this year versus Boston, 24 points. This was opening night. 24 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds, a steal on 63%. Against Charlotte on November 12th, he put up 17 points, 9 assists, and 5 rebounds. November 17th against the Washington Wizards, I want to say this is his season high, 27 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds, and a steal. The 9 assist game really impresses me. And then, the sprinkle of 4s and 5s all around. I really like the ball movement that he's showing us. Obviously, he only averages, 2.4 assists, 2.9 assists, so about 3 a game. But, if he can get you 6 to 9 assists off the bench, every other game, every 3-4 games, I think the New York Knicks will be in a very, very good position come playoff time, having that extra playmaker, ball handler alongside Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle, who, really isn't a playmaker, but he has the ball in his hands a lot. In some of his worst games, I would have to say, was against the Pelicans. He put up 10 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound, 3 fouls, and 2 turnovers in 19 minutes. They played the Clippers early on in November, just 7 points, 5 assists, 1 rebound in 19 minutes. And then against the Boston Celtics, he shot 1 of 10 from the field, 3 turnovers, just had 7 points, 1 assist, and 6 rebounds. So he has had some nights where it's an off night. Like I said, not many guys have bad nights or, terrible nights, but, there's a chance you can have an off night. And he's had a few of those this year. I'm going to say, yes, it is sustainable, though. He is off the bench, but at the same time, he has been a little streaky as far as scoring goes. But if he can put together a nice little 5-6 game stretch of games where, he's shooting the ball really well, I feel like that will put him back on track to where he should be. And in my opinion, win the award this season if it's not like a Malik Monk or somebody that can also torch you off the bench. He's also been having a very, very good season off the bench, bro. But surprisingly enough, I don't have him as my 6th man of the year out west, but we'll get to that. Most improved. I'm going to go Tyrese Maxey, bro. It's without a doubt Tyrese Maxey out east. And it's crazy because at the beginning of the season, I'm like, there's no way he can win most improved. He was just averaging 20 points per game, this and that. What really can he improve on? Man, dude been balling, bro. He's absolute, bro. He's been hooping, bro, especially alongside the reigning MVP and Joel Embiid, filling the shoes of James Harden, bro. He's had a lot of pressure on him to start the season, bro, and he's answered, he's delivered, he's doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. 18 games played this season, averaging just over 38 minutes a game, a career high 27 points a night, 6.7 assists, 4.6 rebounds, 46% from the field, 39% from deep, and damn near 90% from the free throw line, 89.9. So the point, he has a career high in points, assists, and free throw percentage, I want to say. His best games thus far, bro. Opening night against Milwaukee, 31 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 steals. They lost by just 1 point. And then against Toronto a couple of days later, 34 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, and a block. He hit 7 threes on the game. They played Boston a couple weeks later, 25 points, 5 assists, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks, and a steal. His defense has been locked in too, bro. Like, when I was going through his game log and seeing all the blocks that he has had this year, bro, I am surprised. He's averaging nearly a block a game. I think it's like 0.7 or 0.8 a game. So he's been in his bag, bro. They played Detroit a couple days after Boston. He put up 29 points, 11 assists, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, and a block. And then his best game of the season thus far came against Indiana, November 12th. He put up that 50-piece with 5 assists, 7 rebounds, and 3 blocks. He's been hooping, bro. His worst game is literally just 1 game. Literally, if you go through his game log, he does not have a bad game other than this one, bro. And it's not even really a bad game. It's just his worst of the season. It was versus Toronto on November 2nd. He put up 18 points, 4 assists, 2 steals, a rebound. He had a foul and a turnover. He shot 7 of 16 from the field. That's a normal night for a bench player. That's a normal night for your third guy on the team, like a Tobias Harris. That's his worst game of the season, bro. Like, he's absolutely been in his bag. Yes, this is sustainable. He literally hasn't had just a 1 game. I said this. He's only had just a 1 game, bro. He's rebounding very well. His ball movement is looking top-notch, bro. Obviously, it's not James Harden with a 9, 10 a game, but him being a true 3-level threat all around the floor really scares teams. They don't know what to do. They don't know if he's going to pass. They don't know if he's going to take the 3, the mid-range. They don't know if he's going to blow by you, being one of the fastest players in the league. So it's really a guessing game, bro. And his most impressive thing outside of the defense will have to be his improved finishing around the rim. That really leads me to believe that this is the new norm for Reese. Now kicking it out west. MVP, just like Joel Embiid, bro, this is no-brainer, bro. Jokic, bro. Nikola Jokic, bro. Obviously, you have considerations like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, goddamn, Luka Doncic, and Ant-Man. But Jokic has been putting up video game numbers, bro. Absolutely crazy guy, bro. 20 games played this year, averaging 34 minutes, a career high, 29 points per game, 12.8 rebounds, 9.8 assists, 1.2 steals, and 0.8 blocks. 56.8% from the field, 30% from the three, and a career low 78% from the free throw line. But I'm pretty sure he can get that up throughout the season. We're just 20 games in. Now, this dude, man, I've had like 3-4 games for everybody as far as best games go. But let's just go down the list right now, bro. Jokic has been absolutely ridiculous, bro. Head and shoulders the best player in the league right now, and it's not even close. Versus, bro, we about to go down this list. Versus the Los Angeles Lakers opening night. 29 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists, a block, and a steal. Versus Utah about a week later. 27 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 blocks. They take on Dallas a few days after that. 33 points, 14 rebounds, 9 assists, a block, and a steal. New Orleans Pelicans. 35 points, 12 rebounds, 12 assists, a block, and a steal. They take on the Houston Rockets, who they keep losing to, funny enough. 36 points, 20 rebounds, 11 assists, and a block. They lost that game with him putting up those numbers, bro. But he's still performing, bro. That's the crazy thing. Took on the Pelicans again, 26 points, 16 rebounds, 18 assists, 1 block, 1 steal. What, bro? This is stuff that I do in my career, bro. Then they took on the Houston Rockets again. 38 points, 19 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals. Another game against the Rockets. 32 points, 10 rebounds, 15 assists, 0 turnovers this time. He's just one of 6 players in NBA history to have recorded 14 or more assists and not turned the ball over in a game. And he's done it twice already this season. The second time came against Sacramento, where he put up 36 points, 13 rebounds, 14 assists, and no turnovers. This is a center we talking about, bro. Not Russell Westbrook from the Thunder. This is a center that can't even jump. The dude can't even jump. Is absolutely ridiculous, bro. And he's had one single bad game, bro, and that's only because he played 15 minutes due to an ejection. And he was about to do the, bro. The Pistons got saved, albeit they still lost that game. The Pistons got saved because he had 9 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and a block in just that 15 minutes. I don't know, man. This is crazy, bro. Jokic versus Embiid again for the MVP, bro. This time it's actually going to be some decisions needed to be made, bro. Because, yes, Joel Embiid is doing his thing, but, man, Jokic is doing some video game stuff right now, bro. And, I mean, it's been like that the past few seasons, but just it's at a different level right now, bro. And it's not even fair to the rest of the league. Yes, this is sustainable, bro. I don't even need to go into detail, bro. He's the best player in the league. Rookie of the Year for the Western Conference, Chet Holmgren. Surprisingly enough, a lot of people thought, Vic would be, head above water, the best rookie this year. But with Chet being around, NBA regime and things of that nature for well over a year now, he has that up here, bro. He knows how to, operate, even how to play the game at a more, intelligent level, because he does have that grace of having that year off with being injured. So, Chet over Vic right now, man. 30 minutes a night. He's played in 19 games. He's averaging 17 points per game, 8 rebounds, 2.6 assists, and 2.2 blocks, 53% shooting, 39 from deep, 86% from the free throw line. That's impressive as hell for a big man, bro, especially a rookie big. He's had a plethora of good games this year, bro. We're going to start off with the game in Cleveland that I was at. I saw this in person, bro. He put up 16 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists, 7 blocks, and a steal. This was in the first week of his season, bro. The first week of his career, he put up 7 blocks. Then we go a few days later, they're out in Detroit. 14 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 blocks, and 2 steals. So that's 11 blocks in just 2 games right there. Versus Golden State, a few days later, 24 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, a block, and a steal. They took on Golden State once more a couple weeks after that, where he hit that big-time 3 to send it to overtime. 36 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals against the Chicago Bulls. An 18-point game, 13 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 blocks again, and another steal to go along with it. And then against the Philadelphia 76ers on the 25th of November, he put up 33 points, which is, that's impressive going against Joel Embiid. He put up 33 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 blocks. This is a rookie we talking about, man. This is a rookie. Snagging all these blocks, bro. And then we going to get to his total number of blocks real soon, bro. His worst games was his first game against the Bulls. 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and 3 fouls. And then against the San Antonio Spurs, the first matchup of him and Vic, it was supposed to be the super highly touted matchup, and neither of them lived up to the hype. Just 9 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, a block, and 2 steals. But y'all heard all the good games. So Vic, man, the Spurs are on like a 15-game losing streak. So just like Ausar, I can't really give consideration to Vic, although he has been doing his thing. I really can't, bro, because it's not equating to wins. What Chet is doing, it's helping the Thunder be a top 5 seed out west. The Spurs are literally the worst team in the Western Conference right now. So unfortunately, it has to go to Chet. I'm not mad about it. This is my team. I'm very happy. And the way that they run their offense, his play is sustainable, bro. The defense, without a doubt, will hold up. He already has a total of 42 blocks and 18 steals on the season, bro. If it weren't for Rudy Gobert anchoring the best defense in the league, I'd give him the Defensive Player of the Year nod too, bro. That's how fucking good he's been, bro. And when we get to Rudy Gobert, we can compare these numbers, bro. And y'all gonna be surprised at how good Chet has been this year, bro. A 3-time Defensive Player of the Year in Rudy Gobert has very similar stats to a rookie Chet Holmgren right now. That is crazy. We also got some rookie ranks for Chet. We only did ranks for the rookies because getting into all that, the video is already damn near 30 minutes long. But he ranks 2nd in points per game behind Wembanyama, 3rd in rebounds behind Vic and Ausar. He's 7th in assists. He's the leader for bigs, funny enough. Vic is 8th in that respective category. He's 2nd to Victor Wembanyama in blocks a game. He has the highest efficiency rating amongst rookies at a 23.42. 4th in field goal percentage. He would be higher on that list if he didn't shoot so many threes. He attempts anywhere from 1 to 4 a night. So his field goal percentage could definitely be much higher than just what is he at, 53 for the year? Yeah, 53 for the year. And then just 0.47 in free throw percentage behind Jordan Hawkins, who's a knockdown shooter, bro. As a big man, a rookie big at that, shooting that well from the line, bro. We got a diamond, not really a diamond in the rough, bro, but man, we got one for years to come, for sure. And like I mentioned, man, Defensive Player of the Year, I went ahead and gave it to Rudy Gobert. He's anchoring the #1 defense in the league right now. I don't know if they're still #1, but they're definitely a top 3 defense in the league. Considerations for this award, Anthony Davis, I guess, Chet Holmgren, for sure. He's played in 19 games this year. He's averaged 32 minutes a night, 13 points a game, 11.6 rebounds with 2.4 blocks, 60% from the field and 61% from the free throw line. He's also had some pretty decent games this year. Started off the season against Toronto with 15 points, 13 rebounds, 4 blocks, and 2 steals. They went against the Hawks a few days later, 14 points, 13 rebounds, 2 blocks, and steal. He made 8 of his 11 free throws. The Pelicans on November 8th, 17 points, 21 rebounds, 2 blocks, 9 of 12 from the free throw line. Taking on Chet Holmgren and the OKC Thunder on November 28th, he put up 17 points, 16 rebounds, 4 blocks, and a steal. I thought that was one of his better defensive games, although he did just have the 1 steal. He did a lot defensively in that game. I remember watching that one. And then against his old team, Utah, a couple days later, 15 points, 13 rebounds with 3 blocks. And then Charlotte on December 2nd, he put up 26 points. I think that's his season high. 12 rebounds and 3 blocks on 83% shooting. That is actually his season high. I know that for a fact. And then his worst games, he's had a few of them. Some of them, pretty bad. Against the Denver Nuggets on November 1st, he put up just 4 points, but he had 12 rebounds, 2 blocks, a steal, and 3 fouls, but he didn't hit a shot all game, 0 for 7. Against the Phoenix Suns, just a no-show, man. 4 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks, and a steal. And then against the Memphis Grizzlies, this isn't really a bad game, but, he wasn't on the court a lot because he was in foul trouble. So 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 blocks, 5 fouls for the game. And then for his total stats, as far as blocks and steals go, let me make sure. Chet had how many? Chet had 42 blocks, 18 steals. Rudy Gobert has 45 blocks and 11 steals. Chet has more total blocks and steals than Rudy Gobert. But I had to give it to Rudy Gobert because, they're a top 3, top 5 defense in the league right now, bro. But Chet is right there, bro. Chet is right there. Only reason they're not going to give it to him, even if he does have a better season than Rudy Gobert, is because he's a rookie. That's it. That's the only reason. But Chet is a defensive beast, bro. And I know this is a Rudy Gobert section, bro, but man, crazy. Moving on to 6th Man of the Year, Tim Hardaway Jr. for the Dallas Mavericks. This one was a little, I don't know, I was kind of up in the air with this one, but I went ahead with Tim Hardaway Jr. Considerations, I guess you could say Austin Reeves, who had a slow start to the season, but he's been playing pretty decent as of late. And then Malik Monk, who I mentioned earlier, bro, who's Malik Monk's had a hell of a year, bro. But Tim Hardaway Jr., man, he's played in 18 games this year, average of 27 minutes, 16.8 points per game, a near career high, and then 3.4 rebounds a game, 41% from the field, 38% from the three-point line. He shoots 3 to 9 a game, and then he's shooting 87.8% from the free throw line. A couple of his best games against the San Antonio Spurs to start off the season, he had 17 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. A week later against Chicago, he put up 24 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. He hit 7 threes on a game. And then against Washington a couple weeks after that, a season high, 31 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, and another 7 made threes. So he gonna get them 3-point shots up, that's for sure. It just depends on if he makes them or not, because in some games, like against Denver on November 3rd, he put up just 9 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds with 3 fouls, 37% from the field. And then against the Lakers on November 22nd, 7 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 of 10 from the field. So some nights the shot just won't fall. That's just what happens when you're off the bench. You're either gonna be hot or you're not. That's what it is. But I will say, only 4 of his 18 games has he scored less than 14 points, and in another 4 of those games, he scored over 20. So yes, I do think this is a sustainable type of play for Tim Hardaway Jr., who is a career 14 points per game scorer. He averages about 36% from deep. So, you know, this is his 3rd highest output scoring-wise of his career, and he's having one of the more efficient seasons of his career. So I like to think, yeah, he has a good chance to win 6th Man of the Year if he keeps up this play off the bench. And last but not least, to wrap up the video, most improved player out west, Alperen Sengun, man. Dude has been balling, bro, especially when the Rockets were on that 5-6 game win streak. You couldn't stop praising Alperen Sengun, bro. He's played 18 games this year, averaged a career high of 32.8 minutes a game. He's scoring the best he ever has in his 3-year career, 21 points a night, 9 rebounds, and another career high of 5.6 assists per game. His shooting splits are 54 from the field, 30% from deep, and 64% from the free throw line. So he does have room to improve in that regard as far as shooting goes. But he's had some really nice games, man. 25 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists, a block and a steal against the San Antonio Spurs. Sacramento Kings, they had to catch 17 points, 8 rebounds, 12 assists, and a steal. The Denver Nuggets, who he just loves playing against for some reason, bro. Early this season, they've already played 3 times, and he's had great games every time. This was the November 12th matchup. He put up 23 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks, and a steal, taking on the Warriors a few days later. 30 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, a block, and a steal. Denver Nuggets once more, 21 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists, a block, and 2 steals. And then the Dallas Mavericks, he put up 31 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and a block, 11 of 14 from the free throw line. And then his worst game, he's had just 1 bad game this year, bro. Like, honestly, you go look at his game log as well, just the 1 bad game against Memphis on November 22nd. Put up 11 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks on 4 of 9 shooting. And that's not even a bad game. It's just a low statistical game, honestly. He didn't shoot the ball a lot, but he was present on defense. He got a few assists. He was rebounding pretty solidly. He averages 9 for the season, so it was a regular night, all around, other than scoring for him. And in my opinion, bro, he's the best player on the Rockets currently this season. He's having, having that new regime behind him in Ime Udoka. We could really see what he has to offer, man. A 7-point per game jump from last season, even with the veteran additions like Fred VanVleet and Dillon Brooks. Obviously, Jeff Green's a part of the team. He's not really a threat scoring-wise or to take shots away from you. I just really like his improvements, bro, especially in the playmaking category, bro. Really like a baby Jokic, like, ball movement-esque type thing. So I say yes, his play is going to be able to hold up through the rest of the 62 or so games. That's going to do it for the video, though, bro. A lot of rambling, a lot of research went into this one. Not nothing crazy that nobody else could do, but, it took me some time, definitely, to come up with all these words to say. But with that being said, bro, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm going to catch you on the next one when that video comes. Peace.